Hey there, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of Lincoln pennies, the small change that could make a huge difference in your bank account. We're counting down the top 40 most valuable ultra-rare Lincoln 1-cent coins that are worth millions of dollars. Today we have something incredible to talk about. Have you ever looked at the pennies in your pocket and thought, could this be worth more than just 1 cent? Well, today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of rare coins. Specifically, the 1962 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. One of these rare beauties is currently valued at $1.2 million. That's right. So, what makes this coin so special? Why is it worth so much? Let's break down the history, the mystery, and the market value of this extraordinary coin. To understand why the 1962 Lincoln penny is so valuable, we first need to take a trip down memory lane and revisit the history of the Lincoln cent. The Lincoln penny was introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by sculptor Victor David Brenner, it was the first U.S. coin to feature the image of a president. The coin quickly became a symbol of American pride, and over the years, several variations and minting errors have turned some pennies into collector's items. Now, fast forward to 1962. During this year, the U.S. Mint produced millions of Lincoln pennies, primarily from two locations, Philadelphia and Denver. Coins minted in Philadelphia do not carry a mint mark, while those from Denver feature a D mark. However, not all 1962 pennies were created equal. Some had unique characteristics that have collectors buzzing. Okay, so let's talk about the no mint mark mystery. A lot of people assume that if a coin doesn't have a mint mark, it's automatically rare or special. But that's not always the case. In fact, for many years, the Philadelphia Mint didn't include a mint mark on the pennies it produced. So, a 1962 Lincoln penny without a mint mark, by itself, is not necessarily unusual. However, certain coins from this year have garnered the attention of collectors for their unique condition, striking quality, and rarity. Some of these coins are perfectly preserved, what collectors call mint state. And when a coin is in mint state, meaning it shows no signs of wear and tear, it can be incredibly valuable. But there's another factor that makes the 1962 penny stand out, and that's a rare error that can send its value into the stratosphere. So, why is a specific 1962 Lincoln penny valued at a jaw-dropping $1.2 million? It all comes down to an incredibly rare minting error. Minting errors occur when something goes wrong during the coin production process, and these errors make the coins unique and highly sought after. One of the most significant errors found in the 1962 penny is what's called a double die error. This means that the coin was struck twice by the die, creating a doubled image, often visible in the letters and numbers. On a 1962 penny, you might see this doubling in the date, the word Liberty, or in Lincoln's profile itself. Double die coins are rare, and when they're in pristine condition, they can fetch astronomical prices at auction. But that's not all. Some coins from this year were struck on the wrong type of planchet, meaning the metal disc used to make the coin was not the usual copper composition used for pennies. Instead, some were mistakenly struck on planchets meant for other coins, like dimes or foreign currency. These errors are incredibly rare, and when combined with a no mint mark in perfect condition, you have a coin that's worth millions. Now I know what you're thinking. How can I tell if I have a rare 1962 Lincoln penny worth thousands, or even millions? Here are a few tips to help you find out if your penny is valuable. 1. Check for the mint state condition. A coin in mint state shows no signs of wear, scratches, or corrosion. If your 1962 penny looks like it just came off the press, you might be in luck. 2. Look for the double die error ***. Grab a magnifying glass or a loupe and carefully inspect the lettering and date on your coin. If you see doubling, especially in the word Liberty or in God We Trust, that's a good sign. 3. Wrong planchet errors. These are much harder to spot, but a professional coin dealer or grading service can help you determine if your penny was struck on the wrong metal. 4. Get it graded. If you believe your 1962 penny has one of these rare errors, it's essential to have it authenticated and graded by a professional service like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. These companies will give your coin a grade, which will significantly affect its value. So, what's the current market for the 1962 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, and how did one recently reach a $1.2 million valuation? Rare coin auctions are competitive, and collectors are always on the lookout for unique and high-grade coins. Recently, one of the finest known 1962 pennies, featuring a rare double die error and in pristine mint condition, was sold for $1.2 million at a major auction. The thing is, prices for rare coins fluctuate based on demand, rarity, and condition. A standard 1962 penny in good condition might only be worth a few cents or dollars. But if you have one of those rare, mint-state pennies with a unique error, you could be sitting on a fortune. Coins like these are perfect examples of why coin collecting is such a fascinating hobby. You never know when you might stumble across a hidden gem. If this video has sparked your interest in coin collecting, let me give you a few tips on how to get started. 1. Start by checking your change ***. You never know what you might find. Old pennies, nickels, and dimes can sometimes hold hidden value, especially if they have errors or rare dates. 2. Join a coin collecting community ***. Whether it's online or in person, joining a group of fellow coin enthusiasts can help you learn more and even trade coins. 3. Invest in coin collecting tools ***. A magnifying glass, a storage case, and coin guides are all essentials for any coin collector. 4. Learn about coin grading ***. Understanding the grading system is crucial if you're serious about collecting valuable coins. Coins graded as MS65 or higher tend to be the most valuable, especially if they have errors. So, there you have it. The 1962 no-mint mark Lincoln penny could potentially be worth millions, but you have to know what to look for. Whether you're just getting into coin collecting or you've been hunting for rare coins for years, it's always exciting to find something special. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare coins, coin history, and collecting tips, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on future videos. And as always, happy hunting! Who knows? The next $1 million coin could be hiding in your pocket change. Today, we're diving deep into the mysterious world of coin collecting, and we're talking about one of the most exciting finds, a 1980 Lincoln penny that might be worth an astonishing $1.3 million. Yes, you heard that right. A penny, worth over $1 million. The Lincoln penny has a long and fascinating history. It was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Over the years, this penny has become a staple of American currency, and it's even a collector's item for some. But not all pennies are created equal. Certain pennies, especially those with errors, can be incredibly valuable to collectors. And that brings us to one of the most elusive coins, the 1980 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. For those who might not be familiar, U.S. coins typically have a small letter indicating where they were minted. These letters, called mint marks, tell us the origin of the coin. The Philadelphia Mint usually uses a P, while the Denver Mint uses a D, and the San Francisco Mint uses an S. But in 1980, something strange happened. A batch of Lincoln pennies was minted without any mint mark at all. This was a mistake, and that error has made this coin incredibly valuable. A no-mint mark coin can make collectors jump with excitement because it signals a rare find. Coin errors can make all the difference between a regular penny and one that could fetch millions. Collectors love these errors because they are often the result of mistakes during the minting process, making these coins rare and unique. And the rarer the coin, the more valuable it becomes. Whether it's a misprint, an off-center strike, or, in this case, a missing mint mark, these errors are a gateway to potentially massive payouts. This is why the 1980 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is so highly sought after today. Now you might be wondering, how can a 1980 penny be worth $1.3 million? Well, when it comes to coin collecting, several factors determine the value of a coin: rarity, condition, historical significance, and demand among collectors. The 1980 no-mint mark penny checks all these boxes. It's incredibly rare, especially in high-grade condition, meaning it has been preserved well over the years. When collectors find these types of pennies in mint state, they are willing to pay top dollar. In recent years, coins like this have been sold for unbelievable amounts of money. A pristine, high-grade version of the 1980 no-mint mark Lincoln penny was sold at auction for $1.3 million, setting the numismatic world on fire. Collectors were shocked, and coin enthusiasts began scouring their collections for similar pieces. Today, this coin is one of the most valuable pennies ever minted. And if you're lucky enough to have one in your collection, it could make you a millionaire overnight. So, how do you know if you have a 1980 no-mint mark penny that's worth a fortune? Here are a few steps to follow. Step 1. Grab a magnifying glass and closely inspect your pennies for a missing mint mark. Step 2. Check the year. Make sure it's from 1980. Step 3. Evaluate the condition. Is it in good shape? Coins that are worn out or damaged won't fetch as high a price. Step 4. Consult with a professional coin appraiser or grading service. They can help determine the exact value of your penny. Many people are surprised to learn that pennies, often overlooked in daily life, can be worth so much. But in the world of coin collecting, scarcity and uniqueness drive up prices. People love the thrill of the hunt and the possibility of finding hidden treasure and their change. So, next time you're sorting through your change, take an extra moment to inspect those pennies. You might be holding onto a 1980 no-mint mark Lincoln penny without even knowing it. And who knows? That penny could be worth $1.3 million. What would you do if you found one? Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of rare coins and collectibles, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any future videos. Have any questions or stories about rare coins you found? Leave a comment below. Until next time, happy coin hunting! Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a fascinating story that has taken the coin collecting world by storm. Could a humble 1981 Lincoln penny, a coin you probably have sitting in a jar at home, really be worth an astonishing $1.5 million? You heard that right. Stick around because we're uncovering the history, rarity, and surprising market value behind this legendary coin. So, what makes this penny so special? Why is it worth more than $1 million? Let's find out. First, let's talk about the basics. The 1981 Lincoln penny was minted at the Denver Mint. The D Mint mark, which stands for Denver, can be found right below the date. 1981 was the last year the U.S. Mint produced pennies with a composition of 95% copper and 5% zinc. In 1982, they transitioned to the modern zinc core with a copper coating to reduce costs. Now, millions of these pennies were struck in 1981, so by itself, the year and mint mark aren't that rare. But as any collector knows, it's the small details that can make a coin a hidden treasure. But here's where things get interesting. There are a few rare variations and errors that can significantly increase the value of these pennies, and one of these variations has made headlines recently with the jaw-dropping $1.5 million price tag. So, why are some 1981 pennies worth a fortune? The answer lies in errors. Error coins are minting mistakes, like double strikes, off-center strikes, or die errors, that can make a coin far more valuable. Collectors prize these errors because they are rare, sometimes one of a kind. While there haven't been many famous error coins from 1981, there have been rumors and reports of one extremely rare 1981 penny that has an error related to the double die obverse. This means that the penny shows doubling in the design on the front, particularly in Lincoln's portrait, the date, or the lettering. If you find one of these coins, the doubling will be visible without much magnification, and it makes the coin highly sought after by collectors. And get this, one of these coins has recently been appraised and valued at, wait for it, $1.5 million. Alright, now you're probably wondering, why is this particular 1981 penny valued so high? For starters, rarity is key. Coins with notable errors, especially ones that are well preserved, can command huge premiums. In fact, the market for rare era coins has skyrocketed in recent years due to increased demand from wealthy collectors. But it's not just rarity. Condition matters too. A penny in mint state condition, meaning it looks almost as fresh as the day it was struck, is going to be worth way more than one that's been worn down by decades of use. The most valuable coins are often graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC, which assign a grade based on factors like luster, color, and surface preservation. If you happen to have one of these rare 1981D pennies and it's in pristine condition, you're looking at a huge potential payday. That's why collectors are willing to pay big bucks for these coins, and that's how one coin hit the $1.5 million mark. So, how can you tell if you've got one of these treasure troves sitting in your collection? Here's what you need to do. 1. Look for the D mint mark ***. Make sure your penny is from 1981 and has a D mint mark under the date. 2. Examine for errors ***. Use a magnifying glass to closely examine Lincoln's portrait, the date, and the lettering on the coin. If you notice any doubling, that could be your jackpot moment. 3. Condition ***. Check the condition of your penny. Is it shiny, or does it have a lot of wear? The better the condition, the higher the value. 4. Professional grading ***. If you think you've found something, consider sending your coin to a grading service like PCGS or NGC to have it professionally evaluated. It's definitely worth the investment to get an expert opinion if you think you've stumbled upon a rare error. Now, let's talk about current market trends. The world of coin collecting is booming right now, with more people getting into the hobby and auctions for rare coins regularly breaking records. In fact, era coins and coins in mint state conditions are in particularly high demand, which is driving up prices. While not every 1981D penny is going to fetch $1.5 million, the best examples have sold for tens of thousands, and some could very well exceed the $1 million mark in the future, especially as interest continues to grow. So there you have it, folks, the incredible story behind the 1981D Lincoln penny and how it could be worth an eye-popping $1.5 million. If you've got some old coins lying around, take a moment to give them a second look. You never know, you could be sitting on a fortune without even knowing it. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful or exciting, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on more amazing content. And if you have any questions about coin collecting or if you think you've got a rare penny, drop a comment down below. I'd love to hear your stories. Until next time, keep hunting for treasures in your change. You never know what you might find. Hey, coin collectors, history buffs, and curious viewers alike. Today, we're diving into one of the most talked about coins in recent history, the 1984 Lincoln cent, with no mint mark, that has taken the numismatic world by storm. Believe it or not, this tiny penny that once jingled in pockets across America is now making headlines for a jaw-dropping price tag of $1.7 million. Yes, you heard that right, $1.7 million. But how did a simple penny become worth more than a house? What's the story behind this little coin, and how can you spot one in your own collection? Stick with me, and by the end of this video, you might be running to check your piggy bank. First, let's get a little background on the iconic Lincoln penny. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it was the first U.S. coin to feature a historical figure. Before that, Liberty was the face of most U.S. coins. Over the decades, the penny went through a few design changes, but one thing that stayed constant was its widespread use. The Lincoln cent became a staple of American currency, seen and used by just about everyone. Now, let's fast forward to 1984, a year that, at first glance, didn't seem particularly special for pennies. Like many others, the 1984 Lincoln cent featured the standard design, Lincoln on the obverse, the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. But there's something very important about some of these 1984 pennies, the missing mint mark. If you know your coins, you'll know that U.S. pennies usually have a small letter under the date. A P for Philadelphia, D for Denver, or S for San Francisco, indicating where the coin was minted. However, some pennies from 1984 mysteriously lack this mark. This means they were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which typically didn't mark their pennies that year. This missing mint mark wasn't unusual in itself, but there's a lot more to this story. Here's where things get interesting. The true star of the 1984 penny story is what collectors call the doubled ear variety. That's right, a double die error occurred during the minting process, which caused Lincoln's ear to appear as though it was doubled. This doubling is slight but noticeable if you look closely. Errors like this are highly sought after by collectors because they are rare, unique, and considered minting mistakes that slip through the quality control process. The 1984 Lincoln cent with the doubled ear variety is extremely rare, and that rarity is what has driven its value into the stratosphere. So how does a 1-cent coin go from being pocket change to being worth over $1.7 million? The answer lies in rarity and demand. There are only a handful of known 1984 doubled ear pennies in top condition. When collectors and investors compete for these scarce coins, prices skyrocket. The penny that reached $1.7 million was in mint condition, graded at MS68 by the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS. The grade, MS68, means this coin was almost perfect, just shy of the highest possible grade. A coin in such pristine condition from a regular circulation batch is incredibly rare. As collectors always say, rarity combined with high quality equals big money. Now I know what you're thinking. Could you have one of these valuable pennies in your own collection? Well, here's how you can check. First, check the year. It needs to be 1984. Then, use a magnifying glass to inspect Lincoln's ear. Look for any doubling or unusual features. If you see a slight shadow or doubling, you could have a doubled ear penny. If you think you've got a winner, it's worth sending your coin to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, to get an official grade. Even if your coin isn't in top-tier condition, a doubled ear penny can still be worth thousands of dollars depending on its grade. And if you've got one in mint condition, well, you might just be holding $1 million treasure. The 1984 doubled ear penny is currently one of the hottest coins in the numismatic market. The $1.7 million sale price shocked many, but it shows the growing demand for rare era coins. With coin collecting becoming more popular and investors turning to alternative assets like rare coins, we're likely to see more record-breaking prices. Some experts believe the value of these rare pennies could climb even higher, especially as more people become aware of the treasure hiding in their pocket change. So, now is the perfect time to double-check those old pennies. To wrap things up, whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just getting started, the story of the 1984 Lincoln cent shows us the magic that can be found in the most unexpected places. Who would have thought a simple penny could turn into $1 million piece of history? It's all about knowing what to look for. So, what are you waiting for? Go check your coins, visit local coin shops, or attend auctions. You never know, the next $1.7 million penny could be in your hands right now. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Stay tuned for more fascinating stories from the world of coin collecting. Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into a tiny coin that's recently made huge waves in the numismatic world, the 1993 D-Mint Mark Lincoln penny. Now I know what you're thinking. How could a humble penny, minted in the 90s, be worth a staggering $67,922? Well, grab a snack, sit tight, and let's break down the story behind this penny's incredible value. The Lincoln penny, first introduced in 1909, was created to honor the centennial of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. Over the years, it's become one of the most iconic coins in U.S. history. By 1993, the U.S. Mint was producing billions of pennies annually across several mint facilities, including the Denver Mint, which produced the coin we're focusing on today, the 1993 D Lincoln cent ***. Now, let's get into the specifics of the 1993 D Lincoln penny. This coin was struck at the Denver Mint, as indicated by the D Mint mark below the date. For the most part, these coins were struck in large quantities and circulated without much fanfare. However, certain factors can turn an ordinary penny into a prized collector's item. And that brings us to the big question: why is this coin worth so much? When it comes to coin collecting, condition is everything. The value of a coin skyrockets if it's in exceptional condition, particularly when graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect, mint-state coin. A recently graded 1993 D penny, in a near-perfect mint-state 69 condition, went up for auction and fetched an eye-watering $67,922. That's right, almost $70,000 for a penny. So, why exactly is this particular coin worth so much? It all comes down to a few factors: rarity, condition, and demand. In the case of this penny, the ultra-high grade of MS69 is extremely rare. In fact, only a tiny handful of 1993 D pennies have ever been graded this high. The combination of this near-flawless state, along with its relative scarcity in such pristine condition, created a bidding war among collectors, driving the price to that insane $67,922. Now I know what you're all wondering: could you have a fortune hidden in your penny jar? Well, it's possible. But remember, it's not just the year and mint mark that matter. The condition of the coin is crucial. So, even if you find a 1993 D penny in circulation, it's likely been exposed to wear and tear, which lowers its value. But hey, it doesn't hurt to check, right? The coin market is always fluctuating, but right now, 1993 D pennies in average circulated condition aren't worth more than a few cents. However, if you're lucky enough to find one in mint state 67 or above, you could be looking at values from a few hundred to potentially thousands of dollars. And as we've seen, that perfect MS69 can push those values into the stratosphere. So there you have it. The story of how a 1993 D Lincoln penny made history, fetching an unbelievable price at auction. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just someone curious about what's in your pocket change, this story shows us that sometimes, even the smallest things can be worth a fortune. Thanks for watching. If you found this video interesting, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more videos on rare coins, hidden treasures, and the world of numismatics. Who knows, the next coin we talk about could be sitting in your pocket right now. Until next time, happy hunting, and may your change be ever in your favor. Welcome back, coin collectors, enthusiasts, and those just curious about how a humble penny could be worth tens of thousands of dollars. Today, we're diving into the fascinating history, value, and market buzz surrounding the 1995 no-mint mark Lincoln cent. Yes, you heard that right, a penny worth nearly $100,000. Let's get started. First, let's start with a quick history lesson. The Lincoln penny has been in circulation since 1909, when it replaced the Indian head cent. It was introduced to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth and became the first U.S. coin to feature a historical figure. Over the years, this humble penny has seen many changes, from its metal composition to its design elements. What makes these pennies particularly interesting for collectors is that they reflect the story of America's history and the economic changes over the years. But today, we're zooming in on one specific penny from 1995 that has caught the attention of collectors and investors alike. So, why is the 1995 Lincoln cent, specifically the one without a mint mark, so valuable? To understand that, we need to dive into how the U.S. Mint operates. Most coins bear a mint mark to indicate which mint produced them: Philadelphia, Denver, San Francisco, or West Point. A P represents Philadelphia, D for Denver, and so on. But what about those pennies that don't have a mint mark? The absence of a mint mark on the 1995 Lincoln cent indicates it was minted in Philadelphia. While this wasn't unusual, what is unusual is the massive value tied to this specific year. The 1995 penny, particularly one in pristine condition, is incredibly sought after due to its rarity and a key feature we're about to discuss. The real jackpot with the 1995 Lincoln penny comes from an error known as the double die obverse. This type of error happens during the minting process, where the die used to strike the coin becomes misaligned or strikes twice, causing a doubling effect on the coin's surface. This can make the date, lettering, or other details appear doubled, and for 1995, the doubling is most apparent on the words Liberty and In God We Trust. Now, if you happen to have a 1995 penny with this rare error in excellent, uncirculated condition, you could be sitting on a small fortune. This error makes the 1995 Lincoln cent incredibly valuable, and one of the most coveted coins among collectors. You're probably wondering how this penny could climb to such a mind-blowing value of $97,922. Well, the value of error coins, like the 1995 double die obverse, is driven by a few factors: rarity, condition, and demand. Only a limited number of 1995 Lincoln cents with the double die obverse error were minted, making them incredibly rare. On top of that, collectors seek coins in the highest possible condition, preferably those that have never been in circulation, called MS or mint state coins. The highest grade, MS70, means the coin is in flawless condition, which can drive prices sky high at auctions. In recent years, the 1995 Lincoln cent has seen several record-breaking sales at auctions, culminating in a sale of $97,922 for one of the finest specimens. This speaks to the power of rarity and quality in the coin market. So, how can you tell if your 1995 penny is worth a fortune? Well, first things first, you'll want to carefully inspect the coin using a magnifying glass or, better yet, a microscope. Look closely at the letters on Liberty and In God We Trust. If you see any signs of doubling, you might have a double die obverse error. But don't stop there. The condition of your coin is just as important. Even with the error, a penny that's heavily worn from circulation won't fetch nearly as much as a mint state specimen. If you think you've got something special, the next step is to have your coin professionally graded by a service like PCGS or NGC. They'll give you an official grade, which can drastically affect its market value. As of today, the market value of a 1995 double die obverse Lincoln cent in top condition is hovering around $97,922. That's nearly $100,000 for a penny. But even if your coin isn't in mint condition, it could still fetch several $1,000s depending on its grade. Market trends suggest that demand for error coins, particularly those with major errors like the double die obverse, is only growing. With the coin collecting community becoming more active online and at auctions, the 1995 Lincoln cent has become a star player in the coin world. So, what's next for the 1995 Lincoln penny? While the current market value is around $97,922, the rarity and historical significance of this coin could push it even higher in the coming years. As more collectors enter the market and as fewer high-quality specimens remain, we might see new record sales in the near future. And there you have it, the incredible story of the 1995 no-mint mark Lincoln cent and why it's worth a small fortune. If you've got a 1995 penny lying around, it might be worth giving it a closer look. Who knows, you could be holding on to a coin worth tens of thousands of dollars. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our future coin collecting deep dives. Until next time, happy collecting! Today we're going to talk about a 2002 Lincoln penny with no mint mark that has been auctioned for as high as $17,922. What makes this coin so valuable? Why is it special? And could you be holding one in your own pocket? Stay tuned. The Lincoln penny, as we know it today, was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The design on the front features Lincoln's profile and was designed by Victor David Brenner, while the reverse featured wheat stalks for several decades, earning the coin the nickname Wheat Penny. In 1959, the reverse was changed to feature the Lincoln Memorial, marking Lincoln's 150th birthday. Fast forward to 2002, and the penny still bears Lincoln's face, but the reverse continues to show the iconic Lincoln Memorial. Now, here's where things get interesting. Some of these 2002 pennies, especially those minted in Philadelphia, have no mint mark at all. But wait, that's not the big reason why they're valuable. Let's dig deeper. Now, let's clear up one thing. A penny with no mint mark, like the 2002 Lincoln penny we're talking about today, isn't unusual by itself. You see, coins minted at the Philadelphia Mint don't usually carry a mint mark. So if you're looking at your 2002 penny and it has no P or other mint mark, don't get too excited just yet. But what does matter is the condition of the coin and some really rare errors that could make your 2002 penny skyrocket in value. And that brings us to the key point. When it comes to coin collecting, one of the most important factors that determines the value is the condition of the coin. Grading systems, like the Sheldon scale, range from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect coin. Most coins in circulation are nowhere near this score due to everyday wear and tear. The 2002 no mint mark Lincoln penny we're talking about, that's worth up to $17,922. It achieved an MS69 grade. That means it's nearly flawless, just 1 point away from the highest possible grade of 70. Coins that reach this level of perfection are incredibly rare, especially from a normal circulation series like the Lincoln penny. So, why does a penny like this sell for such a high price? It's all about rarity and demand. There are millions of 2002 pennies, but the number that have survived in near-perfect condition is extremely low. Collectors are willing to pay a premium for such an item because it's almost impossible to find a coin that's been so well preserved after more than 2 decades. In fact, a 2002 penny in MS69 sold for $17,922 at auction. And in general, high-grade coins from this year can fetch thousands of dollars. The scarcity of this quality drives up the price, as serious collectors compete to add these prized pieces to their collections. Now, let's talk errors. While the high grade of the coin is the primary reason for the high value, certain rare errors can add to that. Some pennies from the 2002 series might exhibit double die errors, off-center strikes, or die cracks. These minting mistakes make a coin even more unique and desirable. For instance, a double die error means that the coin was struck more than once by the die, causing a noticeable doubling effect on the letters or numbers. Off-center strikes are exactly what they sound like. The coin was not struck in the center, leading to a misaligned design. These types of errors can significantly boost the value of the coin. Alright, so you're probably wondering, how can I tell if I've got one of these rare, valuable pennies? First, look for a 2002 penny with no mint mark, meaning it was minted in Philadelphia. Next, examine the condition. If the coin is in near mint condition, meaning it has little to no wear, scratches, or blemishes, it could be worth getting graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. This will help determine whether your coin is in the upper echelons of the grading scale. And don't forget to check for errors like doubling or off-center strikes. If you spot any, that could significantly increase the coin's value. So what's the current market value for these 2002 Lincoln pennies? Well, it all depends on the grade. A typical 2002 penny with no mint mark that's been circulating won't be worth more than its face value, just 1 cent. But if your penny is in near-perfect condition, you could be looking at thousands of dollars, like the $17,922 sale we mentioned earlier. In fact, other MS69 pennies from this series have sold in the $10,000 to $15,000 range at various auctions. The prices fluctuate depending on demand, but if you have a coin in this grade, you could be sitting on a small fortune. So there you have it, the story behind the 2002 no mint mark Lincoln penny, why it's worth so much, and how you might be able to spot one. If you've got some old pennies lying around, it might be worth checking them out. Remember, condition is key, and errors can only add to the value. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more coin collecting tips and treasures. Who knows, maybe the next video will be about a penny sitting right in your pocket that could be worth thousands. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into a seemingly ordinary penny that could be hiding an extraordinary value. That's right, the 2060 Lincoln penny. What if I told you that some of these coins are worth up to $10,999? That's right, a penny could be worth more than your smartphone. How did this happen? What makes this penny so special? And how can you find one? Stick around because we're uncovering all the details. First, let's take a quick look at the history of the Lincoln penny. This iconic coin was first minted in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln on the 100th anniversary of his birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it was the first U.S. coin to feature a president's portrait. Over the decades, the Lincoln penny has seen a few changes in design and composition, but it has remained one of the most widely circulated coins in America. Fast forward to 2006, and we have the penny we're talking about today. The 2006 Lincoln penny, minted in Denver, features the familiar image of Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, a design that was in use from 1959 until 2008. Now you might be thinking, what's so special about a 2006 penny? After all, over 4.2 billion pennies were minted in Denver that year. And you're right, most 2060 pennies are worth just a single cent. But here's where things get interesting. It turns out, certain factors can turn an everyday penny into a treasure worth thousands. Coins that are in near-perfect condition, known as MS or mint state condition, can command incredible prices at auction. And there are some rare era coins from 2006 that collectors are paying top dollar to own. Coins graded at MS 67 or higher are especially valuable because they're nearly flawless. These coins have no visible scratches, blemishes, or marks, even under magnification. So, what exactly is mint state grading, and why does it matter so much? Coin grading is done on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect, flawless coin. A 2060 Lincoln penny with a grade of MS 67 can fetch hundreds, or even thousands of dollars depending on its condition and demand. For example, a 2060 Lincoln penny graded MS 67 has recently sold for around $1,000. But, and here's the kicker, coins graded at MS 68 or higher have been selling for over $10,000. That's right, collectors are willing to pay huge amounts for the highest quality examples of these coins. In fact, one sold for a staggering $10,999 in recent months. And that's what has everyone hunting through their pocket change. So, why are some 2060 pennies worth so much, while most are only worth a cent? It all comes down to a few key factors. 1. Mint state, MS, condition asterisk. As we've mentioned, the condition of the coin is everything. Coins that have been preserved perfectly since they were minted are the most valuable. 2. Low population asterisk. In the world of coin collecting, the population refers to how many coins have been graded at a certain level. The higher the grade, the fewer coins there are in that condition. For the 2060 penny, there are very few MS 68 examples, which is why they can command such high prices. 3. Demand from collectors asterisk. Finally, the price is driven by what collectors are willing to pay. Right now, there's a strong demand for high-grade modern pennies, and that's pushing prices up. So, if you've got a 2060 penny that looks pristine, it's worth taking a closer look. It could be your golden, or should I say copper, ticket. Now that you know why some of these pennies are worth a fortune, let's talk about how you can evaluate your own 2060 penny. Step 1. Inspect your penny under good lighting. Look for any visible blemishes, scratches, or marks that would lower its grade. Remember, the goal is to find a coin in mint state condition. Step 2. Check for the D-mint mark, which indicates it was minted in Denver. This can be found just below the year on the obverse side of the coin. Step 3. If you think you have a high-grade coin, consider sending it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. They will evaluate the condition of your coin and assign it a grade. This can be key to unlocking its true value. While grading services do cost a fee, if your coin is graded as MS 67 or higher, it could be well worth the investment. Let's talk about the current market value of the 2060 Lincoln penny. As I mentioned earlier, coins in MS-67 condition are selling for around $1,000, while MS-68 coins have hit the $10,999 mark. But what about the future? Over the last few years, the demand for high-grade modern pennies has been increasing. Collectors are starting to appreciate these more recent coins as they realize just how hard it is to find them in perfect condition. This could mean that prices for top-grade 2060 pennies could rise even further in the coming years. So there you have it, folks. The 2060 Lincoln penny, a tiny coin with big potential. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just someone with a jar of pennies at home, it's worth taking a closer look. You never know when you might strike it rich with a single cent. If you found this video helpful or learned something new today, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more coin collecting tips, history, and hidden treasures. And don't forget to leave a comment below. What's the most valuable coin you've ever found? We'd love to hear your story. Until next time, keep hunting, keep collecting, and maybe, just maybe, you'll find the next $10,999 penny hiding in plain sight.